Perfect. Okay, so at the top of the hour and with Swiss punctuality, we are going to be starting now our day 12 peer support session for the Certificate Peer Learning Program for Equity in Research and Practice. Very, very happy to be with you today. This is Maria Monson. I'm joining from Argentina as part of the TGLF team. Happy to be here with you and looking forward to a very productive session to make sure that all of us get to the finish line in the next few days. So, we're going to be reviewing a couple of things that we already know, but if you're having connectivity issues, this is a time where I suggest you stop incoming videos so nothing gets you unplugged. Just a short reminder that we have our Gender in Emergencies course that I'm sure many of you already received the invitation by email, but if you haven't, I'm still posting how to the link for you to register in our platform and the LinkedIn link so you can like, comment, and repost as well. So many of your contacts and colleagues can also join this new course. So I really hope I can see you there as well. So as I was saying, this is day 12, and thank you all for joining. Because of our extension granted, then we have a bit more time to look into peer review for those of you who are still struggling because you have time until a couple of more hours to complete it so you do not miss on certification. For all the work that you have done and everything, it's mandatory, remember, to have the 3 peer reviews in the system. Um, also, blocking the incoming calls, like we just said, and active participation. That's the main thing that we would like from you. You can raise your hand or you can ask me in the chat if you have any kind of questions on what we are doing now. So remember that this is a peer support session that we usually divide them in the first half of it. We will look into the technical issues, but because we are having a very concentrated small group now, we can look into specific cases of how you're doing, and we can look into each of your platforms if needed, just to make sure that you're on track and that nothing will impede you from presenting what we have to do today. So I'm gonna open the floor for whoever of you is having any kind of issues or struggling with something, so we can look in your particular case. So if you want to raise your hand or to tell me in the chat, and I can open it from my side, but this is your time, and this is when we want to look into details, because remember that we're not going to be meeting again until Monday, and by Monday, a lot of things are going to be closing. So um, let me know who needs help. I can open each of the platforms and we can look at them together. Okay, Francesco, thank you. So Francesco says that he has received his project without review. Okay, Francesco, give me 1 second. We're gonna bring up your screen and we're gonna look at it together, if that sounds okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just opening here, and we're going to look at what happened. So remember that you're only responsible for the things that um, you have to do. If somebody did not send you feedback, that does not make you responsible for it. So let me go back to your screen, Francesco. If you're able to unmute, that would be best so we can hear you. But in the meantime, I'm going to be sharing here. This is your page. So let's go into your curriculum. Remember that in day 11 is where you're going to find your own feedback. If you have not finished day 6, which is where you upload and you submit the 3 peer reviews, if this is not marked as completed, you will not see your own feedback. So mandatory is this step, day 6, and today is the deadline of the extension. So this had to be done before, but this is the deadline today. Hi, Elizabeth. I see you saying hi in the chat. Okay, let me go to day 11. This is where we will find what our colleagues told us. Okay, so we will go to pause and reflect. And in the bottom, you will see your feedback reflection. Francesca, I see that you have two. Maybe you will get a third one after the deadline today. So check tomorrow if there is a third reflection here. If not, that is not your fault. It's not your responsibility. So if that is the case, you will just improve your project based on these feedback and obviously on everything that you have learned by doing feedback, by giving feedback yourself. So remember, that is the main thing. Okay, so this is you can see here the feedback. Okay, here's the scoring, and here is why they said it. For all of these, I see that they did complete it. Let's look at the other one to see if there was any issues here. It could happen that one of your reviewers doesn't give you feedback or it sends it empty, but no, and this is also full. You can see the ratings, and here is um, what they are or why they are putting that rating. So you should be okay. Um, Francesca, I'm not sure if I answered your question, but please let me know. Let me stop sharing here and go back. Hi, Nicola, how are you? Okay, Sierra, how are you? Hi, Akhtar, how are you doing? Okay, let me see, Francesco, perfect. Okay, we're good. Who else needs me? Akhtar, please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Maria, that you give me opportunity. Yesterday, I tried a lot to join the meeting. I joined, but I had some internet problem. And on that time, I was not able to join again the meeting. So I have one small question about the peer review. One day before yesterday, also I raised this issue that still I received only two feedback. So should I wait for the third one, or I start the review based on these two feedback? Second, how many days do we have to review the project and submit again? So this was my two small question. I need your instruction and information.
Sure, Dr.
Over to
Akhtar.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm sharing your screen. So this is your page, and you are right. Just like Francesco's case, you only received two feedback. This should not stop you from improving your case. So if another feedback does not come in tonight, that is the limit, and it's when the website will close it and will not allow any of your colleagues to finish it. If that is the case, then you will only work with these two feedback. Okay, so that could happen. Like I was saying, Francesca, it's not your fault. So as you said, that's why we insist so much on everybody being responsible and writing three feedbacks, three peer reviews, because your colleagues are expecting three feedbacks from all of you. But some cases, there are situations that have not allowed colleagues to give you the last peer review. It doesn't matter. You can work with these two ones that you have, with everything that you have learned from doing peer review yourself and from everything else that we've been talking, cases that we've been commenting. Everything else should add to your project. So if nothing comes in today, you can still start improving your case with what has been giving so far. But still, you if it doesn't come the third one, don't worry, work with what you have. On the days, we will look at it in a few seconds. The deadline is still the same as the 22nd. So by the 22nd, that means that you have only the weekend to improve your case and present it. Remember that our last assembly is going to be on Tuesday. So during the weekend is when you have to finish. The fastest, the best, because a lot of things happen and the weekends usually are a little bit, I'm not going to say quiet, but you might not be rushing so much. So take advantage of that to be able to finish your improvement of your project, and it has to be different to the first one that you presented. We do check on that. It cannot be the same. It has to have substantial improvements on what you've been working on and what has changed and how the feedback from your colleagues had helped you understand how to present your case in a different way. So not everything that your colleagues are saying has to go into the project, but we're asking about your self-reflection on what else was missing or about what other thing new you learned that should go uh, into this project. I hope that answers it, Dr. Akhtar.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, I will wait. And just I will reply to our two colleagues' comments. And I will wait till Sunday when I receive the third feedback. So after that, I will revise my project and upload it.
Perfect. That sounds great. Thank you so much, Doctor. Vivian, I see your hand
Thank you.
raised.
Over
Please
to
go
you.
ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for this time. I think I have the same problem with the last speaker. I got only 2 reviews, of which I've responded to both of them, and I hope to start working on my project to improving what they suggested. So I hope I don't have any problems since I've not gotten a third review, because I actually heard what you told the last speaker. So I just wanted to call your attention to that I also have the same challenge. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Yes, a lot of you will have that challenge. There could be a bad scenario where you only get one peer review, which would be very sad, and I hope nobody gets there. But again, this is not your fault. So this is just what happens when some of your colleagues are experiencing some kind of issues or something else and are not able to complete the 3 peer reviews that we've asked. I'm gonna steal your platform for a minute, Vivian, just to show everybody. You can see what Vivian was saying that she has completed. That means that she has given feedback to her reviewer. So she has said what has helped her, what wasn't good, if how she felt with this and that marks it as complete. Do not wait, Vivian, to start improving your case. Okay. So if another one comes in, that's great. You will see it here. If nothing else comes in, if nothing else, sorry, comes in, you still need to start working right away in your own project. So please do not miss on time. The deadline is still the 22nd when we have to present our final project. Okay, I hope that I answered Vivian. Anita, I see your hand raised. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have the same problem with all of them, but I've had you. That's fine. I only just got one review. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh, okay, I can see that. Okay, let's go with Imran and then to Fernando. I'm seeing your question now. Thank you, Anita. Let's go,
Hi,
Imran. Please go
good
ahead.
evening, Maria and colleagues. This is Imran from Pakistan. Just adding to what the colleagues have mentioned, and just to clarify with myself, like I had mentioned last time that I received, I received um, three projects to review. The first and the second, I did it and I sent the feedback. The third one was the same as the second. So my comments were the same. In terms of reflection, I've only received feedback from one colleague. I don't know, and that's so I should be still waiting till tomorrow, and then give my final reflection on Sunday before COB. Is that
Well,
correct?
remember that the reflections on each of the projects you can do the minute that you receive them, so that you do not have to wait. If someone else sends another feedback, it would be tonight because today is the deadline. not Sunday, it's today. So if you tomorrow morning, let's say Saturday morning, you turn on your device and you look in day 11 and there's nothing new there, that's it. Okay. What I was trying to tell all of you is do not wait for all of the reviews to come in, because you still have only the weekend to finish and improve your own case. So start working with what you have. And if something new comes in that they still might, that's going to happen by tomorrow morning. So there's no more extensions, there's no more exceptions, which means that everyone who will present a peer review will do it tonight. And after that, that was it. The system will close it, and you will have whatever, how lucky you were. Maybe you got 3, maybe you got 2, or maybe you got 1, but that's it. If by tomorrow morning you do not see any new one, that's it. You do have to give feedback to the reviewers, and that's how it marks complete in the site. But for your own project, it's working with those with how many feedback you got, plus what you have learned during all our contacts, plus what you have learned while doing the reviews yourself, and anything else that might have happened in the past few days that you want to add to improve your own project.
Okay, okay, thanks. Just to reconfirm that I wait till tomorrow, and then if I don't get any further, then I just revise my project and I upload it. And the timeline for that is by end of business tomorrow, or end of business on Sunday.
The Sunday. This is the 22nd. We still have until Sunday.
So I have till Sunday. I can do it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You have 2 more. Yeah.
And if I don't receive anything by tomorrow morning, that means I'll not receive anything else. So I just go with one review.
Exactly.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. This is great.
Okay, of course. My pleasure. Hi, Fernando. How are you?
Well, Maria, I did send you an email. I checked the only review I had, and it was not constructive at all, because the guy or whoever did it put 000, like everything was missing. Of course, I had a problem, which I did mention to you, and at some point that I had a Wi-Fi problem, and then I rushed because there was a deadline, and I didn't see that there was an extension, which I don't believe is constructive. Because at the end he put almost at the end he put some type of recommendation, but he left like everything in 0, and like putting 0 that everything is missing, and I don't think that's constructive.
You're absolutely right, Fernando. I'm so sorry that that is the feedback that you got. That really does not match our golden rule about giving the feedback on the way that you would expect to receive it. So I'm sorry that that was the case for you. I hope another feedback comes in the next few hours so you have a better experience. But again, that is still not your fault. Okay, so if that was all you got, then still.
One last thing, because
Yes,
I
go
stayed
ahead.
almost all night working with my
Okay.
project, and we have until the 22nd to send it, but I
Yeah.
can send it before that.
Yes, it is already open for you to upload your
Can I send it
project.
before the 22?
Yes, once you have finished it, just wait until tomorrow in case another feedback comes.
Yeah.
But tomorrow you can send it if this page, I'm showing your
Well,
page, right? If
I
this
actually
page,
didn't have, and one last thing is that in the coffee break, I did contact those people, but at the end they disappeared. We didn't have almost no exchange, like barely some exchange. So I think perhaps that's something, it's something voluntarily. So it depends on the people to connect or not. That's the only thing. Thank you, Maria.
no, please, my pleasure. Anita, I see your hand is raised again. Go ahead, please. Or it was left from before, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe Anita's hand was just left from last time. That is fine. Okay, so we have the floor open. Who else is struggling with something or needs to review it? Okay, so can you put a yes in the chat if you have already finished your 3 peer reviews, or put a no if you haven't? So a yes in the chat if you have finished, right? Yes, if you finished 3 peer reviews, and no if you didn't, please. So we have an idea on how this is going. Okay, yes, 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 of course, because all of you are very responsible and are meeting us today. Okay, so we are good. Okay, Dr. Sambo, Siwa, we're all good. Okay, Tendayo also. Okay, great. So I think that most of the group here are the ones that have actually finished. And I do understand the frustration, like they were saying, thank you for Maureen, you also did, that Fernando was saying, and some of you were writing how you sympathize, like Nicolo was saying, on the situation. So that's why we had made so much emphasis in the golden rule. Give feedback like you would like to get it back from your colleagues, because at the end of the day, this is what we all want, right? We want to have good feedback to be able to improve our own project. So I'm sorry, Fernando, but I don't want that to set you back. So do as you have been doing, working with your project, and wait until tomorrow morning just to make sure that nobody else at the last minute, sorry, has uploaded another review, and then you're good to submit your work with a significant improvement. Imran, I see, and Anita, I also see both of your hands. Please go ahead.
Is it okay? I just another clarification. I received one feedback from a colleague. I have not opened it yet. But my question is that suppose I open it and I find out that it's not guiding me properly. I'm just giving you an example, or it doesn't give me more information in terms of how to improve my project. So what am I supposed to do then?
Okay, so remember that it could happen, Orlando's case, that you would get feedback that does not help you improve. Or remember that feedback is a suggestion from somebody else. Maybe somebody else is, living somewhere in a very different context, and their feedback, even though they did give it to you, was based on something that is very different to what you live. So you do not see it possible to do those changes in your own project. Even if you get 3 feedbacks, that does not mean that everything that your colleagues are saying has to go into your project. Okay, there are suggestions from your peers that say how it would be more clear the context, or maybe that you missed something in the root cause analysis, or something very specific. Okay, it does not mean that you change your whole project. In the case that you do not receive good feedback, or you only got one or something else, the improvement on your project will still be based on what you have learned by meeting us, by going to the general assemblies, by working with the groups, maybe in your remote coffee, or by joining the peer support sessions and working on somebody else's projects that maybe told you, oh, maybe this is a way to go with my project. So all that, plus what you have learned and your reading, maybe on the side on equity, all that goes into the improvement of your own case. If you did not get good feedback, or you did not get feedback at all, you still need to improve your case, because that's one of the requirements. The project that you present on the 22nd cannot be the same project that you presented last week. It has to be different. It has to have meaningful improvement. Not sure if I answered that.
Okay, I got it. So fine. That's a good point. You mentioned that, based on the meetings which you had, the consultative sessions which you've been having, based on that. And if I don't feel that the feedback is guiding me, so I can use those meeting and information, what I learned, and then I can revise it and put it up. So I think that's clear now. Thank you.
Exactly how you're saying. That's how it is. Thank you so much. Anita, I'll ask you to unmute, but if not, I'll just lower your hand as I think it stay there. Okay. Anybody else? Mbia. Okay, let's see Mbia's. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna open your page so we can look at that, and then we see. Are you able to unmute Mbia so we can see your case particularly? Maybe you can't. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and other section of mine who didn't tick or open. Okay, Mbia, I'm opening your platform, and I would love if you're able to unmute so we can look at it together. Okay. Are you able to unmute? This is your page. So let's look at this. Okay, you have the peer review section completed, which is what you needed. This is perfect. And then if you go to day 11, and this is where you're gonna be finding your own feedback, and you go down, you go to pause and reflect. And here we open it, and we go to the bottom.
Sorry
Let's
to interrupt,
see.
Maria. We cannot see. We
Yes.
cannot see your screen. We cannot see
Oh,
your.
I'm sorry.
You're sharing your screen.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was sharing it. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Are you seeing it now?
No.
Okay, nobody is?
I can see your screen.
Okay,
We can
thank
see
you.
it.
I can see it as well, Maria.
Okay, thanks. I'm
I
sorry
can
because I keep
see
on talking.
also. I can see.
Great, thank you so much for confirming.
Yeah, now we can see.
No worries, thanks. Okay, as I can see, Mbia, you have already completed the feedback, and you're the lucky one that got 4 peer reviews, which is great. So other sections you say that are not open. Okay, so you're good here. What other sections are you needing? Here where you have to submit your revised, you already did submit it. So you're good. You're not missing anything. Here is where you submit your project. You already submitted it. Mbia, does that solve your doubt or your question? Okay, I hope Mbia can let me know how that was going. Elizabeth,
No,
go ahead.
Maria, can I talk something?
Yeah, Luis.
Yeah. The problem that we have is a problem of there is some places that is not clicking like it already be completed. There is day 5, and there is day 9, and there is day 11, 8, 9, and 11. That it doesn't show like we did complete the course. That's the problem. It doesn't click.
Can you see the screen that I'm sharing yours, Luis?
Yeah, I see the screen, but me now my phone is going to be off. That's the problem.
Okay, no problem. So listen, day 5 here, for example, you're missing the feedback. Okay, so the requirements were to, if you were in the support session, and if you watch the video, okay, this should be,
because I did watch the video. But it's not still opening.
Okay, don't worry. Let me see something. I'm gonna look into your case, And this is your
Okay.
progress. Okay, but
Okay.
you did submit your project because that's how you got it here. And you should be okay, but I'm still gonna, let's look at your day 9. Why doesn't it open? Let's see. Because, okay, if you open it here, attendance is mandatory. Okay. You should watch the recording, and after that, it will give you, it should give you a green mark as complete icon, which would open this
Okay.
one. That's
Okay.
how you have
Okay, but
to,
what about the 8 and 9?
it's the same thing. You can,
It's same thing.
it's the same thing. You can open it, and if you were not there, you can still mark as completed. Let's see if you watch the whole video, and then it should be, you should be able to mark it. But still, if you have shared the feedback, even though, oh, you know what happened, Luis? Remember that you did
Yeah.
come into Zoom with a different email?
Sorry. Okay.
Remember-
Okay. That's why. That's why
That's
it's
what
not
happened.
showing.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
happened.
Now what
So
can
don't
I do
worry.
now?
Okay,
Okay, I
no worries.
see. I
I'll try
see
to
that
work on
both.
that.
All right.
That
Okay.
was
Thank
it.
you so much, Maria. Thank you.
No,
Thank you so
no,
much. Thank you.
you're welcome. That was it. I just remember. Okay, so we should be okay with that. Elizabeth, please go ahead.
I have lowered
Oh,
my hand. It's on error. But initially, I was seeing French languages, but it's corrected.
yeah, no, what we were seeing before was the platform that
Okay.
was in French, but it's everything here is still the English one. So you're good.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, of course. Anita, do you want to speak? I'm asking you to unmute. Maybe your hand was just left. And okay, so okay, any other questions? Yeah, Elizabeth, you have another question? You see your hand is back up? Or no, you're good?
No, I have lowered hand though. I have my
Okay,
questions. My questions are what others have already asked about the
no,
number of. I have already received 2. So hopefully maybe tomorrow, by tomorrow morning, I'll got the 3rd one. But if I didn't get, I'll continue to do my work.
okay, perfect.
I will
I think
continue
that
with
sounds
my
good.
first project. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm very
No,
appreciative of all of you in the in the Geneva learning session. You people are very great. Thank you.
okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we have more people joining. So welcome all of those of you who are just joining now. We are going into some of the specific cases, some of you who are not, who the platform is not showing as complete, some of the activities or something like that. So any of you have more questions or need me to go through anything in the specific platform, let me know. You can raise your hand or you can just unmute. Okay, Imran, go ahead.
Okay, I have a question on the remote coffee meeting. I had sent, I received a email from you, Maria, indicating the person who has been matched up with me. So I wrote to her and she said that she might be dropping out from the course. And so she, and so I said, I mean, now what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get another match, or, you know, like I didn't get the chance to talk to her. This was only communication only on email. No.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, from the remote coffee, it was an optional activity, so it wasn't mandatory. We had said before that, if I'm not wrong, 176 of you have had registered, and the system alone randomly assigns you another colleague to engage in the conversation. If by any case, and that was sadly your case, Imran, I'm sorry to hear that, that person is dropping out of the class or has decided, that doesn't have time for this or whatever the case may be, that does not affect you. Okay, so
All right.
you can just in the feedback of the remote coffee put this, that the person did contact or did answer you by email saying this or that, or that she will not be able to continue, or is not interested, or doesn't have time, or whatever the case may be. But that does not fall on you. So remember that what we were saying, it's the same for the feedback and the peer reviews as for the remote coffee. So
Okay.
we only will hold you responsible for things that are your responsibility, and that uh, the fact that you're finishing them or not depends on you. That's it.
All right. Okay, that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Vivian, please go ahead.
All right, thank you. Mine is also for the remote coffee. Maybe I should be paired with someone else or some other people. I sent messages and there was no response. So I don't know. So maybe you should just maybe they should pair me with someone else.
Yeah, no, we will. We cannot pair you again because that was done at the same time with all of you who have registered. I'm sorry that you had a bad experience, but there's nothing, sadly, there's nothing we can do to put you with a different match. That's just it.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry to hear that. It wasn't a pleasant experience. Sadly, well, not sadly, I had my first remote coffee about 5 years ago, and we still text. And I think I shared this to you when we were presenting the activity. It's good. It's not mandatory. It is always nice to have. And I understand that when you are, when you do put everything from your side and you do try to reach out to your contacts, etc., and they're not talking back to you, it feels like this. So I do sympathize with you, and I'm sorry. Next time, I'm sure you will have a better experience. So I have my fingers crossed for that. Okay, anything else? I see a lot of you were joining a bit late. We're going over specifics on the website, technical issues, or questions that you might have about how to do feedback. And if nobody else, because most of the ones that have answered, all of them actually, that answered when I asked in the chat, if you have finished peer review, um, most of you have. So I would like to just emphasize now a bit on um, on you improving your case, and then I'll give some time to you if you have any more doubts or concerns. Okay, so remember that improving your case means that you are taking not only the feedback that your colleagues are giving you or have given you in the peer review, because that best case scenario is 3 feedback, worst case scenario is only 1, or I hope none of you get 0, but it could happen if all of those colleagues have dropped or something happened. But your project you should be able to improve your project with um, with the feedback that you received, with what we have been doing in our touch points, and with everything that you've learned so far. So the thing is, it has to be improved in a substantial way. You cannot just add commas or 2 or 3 words. It has to show that you have reviewed it. Remember that first time that we asked you to put it, it was just a draft, but now it's not. So now it's the final version. So everything you can add to make that complete, that is what you need to do. Akhtar, no problem. We know that connectivity issues could happen. I see that you dropped and rejoined, so you're good. Let me know if any of you have more questions, and if not, I'm gonna move along a bit. But this was actually, I was hoping that some of you that were the ones with less problems in joining, or with less problems with the peer support, would be joining. So remember that I know that I heard some of you saying today that you had contacted by email. Remember that emails are not going to be the fastest way to get a hold on us. So I'm going to put in the chat the link for the community, and this is how we will see it faster, and we will be able to answer to you on whatever you need. So please check that link in the chat. You are not to suffer in silence. I know the weekend is coming and we're not going to have another peer support session until Monday, but still I will be available to help you out through the community and check if you have any other things. Imran, I see your hand is raised. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Maria. Quick question. So once we upload our revised project from the feedback received, will we have to present this to everybody on Monday? And if yes, how much time do we have to present if we have
We
to do that?
will, yes, we will invite some of you to present your project on the General Assembly, but we will see there who of you want to volunteer to do this, and you will have a couple of minutes. It's not going to be a long presentation because best case scenario, we would love to hear from all of you. I know that's not possible as we have not that much time to continue, but that would be awesome. So if you're willing to do it, just have it ready, and maybe take into account that you will not be able to tell everything, that you would have to present a short version of what you did and how you have improved your project, and what was it like, the feedback that you got, and on specific things. So it's not going to be reviewing detail by detail, but just a general presentation so your colleagues can see your work.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
Of course. Sierra, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Maria, actually, I need to know the deadline for submitting the final project. It is Sunday, 11 p.m. Geneva time, right?
Yes, on the 22nd, it has to be submitted. So you have the weekend.
So it is Sunday, 11 p.m. or 11:59 p.m. something.
Yeah, you can check it in the website also. It does say it, and we will meet on Monday again, and we will meet, well, not on Monday, actually, we will meet on Tuesday in the General Assembly.
Yes.
But if anything you need, then you will just
Yes.
please send me a message in the community, and we can look into that.
Thank you, Dr. Maria. Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Yes, Mbia, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Maria. I want just to give my proposition about the presentation. I think it's gonna be good for all students just to say something about what we learn about that course. Because if you give only the chance to two people or three people to present, you see other people also, they need to say something. Even if you don't present, but you tell us about what you learned, the new, is just a proposition. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you. Yes, for sure. We would love to hear from all of you. So I just suggest that you come ready with your project and with a short, like Mbia was saying, a short version of what you have done, because I think that's the most, the best part of these courses, that we hear from other parts of the world how people are dealing with so different things and how they're looking to improve the situation in their own communities. So for sure, as much as as many of you that are able to share, that's the best. So I'm really looking forward to that General Assembly. Thank you so much, Mia. Okay, I don't see any other hand raised, so let me go ahead, but I'll just pass this. Okay, so these are the deadlines. that you already have in the calendar. It's in your platform. Remember that every time we talk about dates, it's about with the time is Geneva. So Tuesday you already participated in General Assembly. Friday you will have the last deadline to submit the 3 projects from your colleagues. And on Saturday, just to make sure that you didn't receive anything else or anything new, that's when you have time to start your own project revision. Those of you who have already received different feedback, start with that. Okay, do not wait. Maybe you will get more tonight, maybe you won't. So with whatever you already have, start looking at it and reviewing it and working with that. Do not miss on time. Please let me know if I'm going too fast or if you need me to stop. Okay, we talked about the remote coffee. We're moving from the peer review because so far I don't see anybody more having trouble. And we've spoken about the golden rule several times today. This was the main idea, to write the feedback in the way that you would like to receive feedback yourself. I'm sorry to hear that you cannot see my screen. Imran, let me see if I start sharing it again. Maybe it shows. I never know if it's my connectivity. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm sharing it again. Maybe now it will show, hopefully. Okay, so there's nothing new here. This is what we have already been talking about. This was just to make sure that all of you have been able to present your peer reviews. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up to you because I really want to hear from you. If there's any other issue or anything else that you need, so we still have about 10 minutes and I want to walk over it with you. I am more than happy to look into individual platforms if that will help to see why or if anything is being blocked. Akhtar, please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Maria. I just want to know about those 3 people. You said that 3 people will present their project. So who will select those 3 person? So this is randomly you will select, or this is bias?
We will, if you raise your hand and you want to go for it, that is great. If if some of you are shy or have connectivity issues, and even if you want to and you're not able to, then that can happen too. But we're not going to go into the session knowing who's going to be presenting. That's why we ask all of you to be ready and to have your project there in case we call you to present. All of you should be ready. So you know your project from start to end. You have written it, so you know why you know the 5 whys. You know your root cause analysis. You know the context. So you should be able to give us a short description on what you did, what was happening, and how you're handling it. I hope that answers it.
Thank you, Maria.
Of course, Dr. My pleasure. Anybody else that has a question or that needs me to go into your platform? Okay, 2 minutes per project. That would be awesome. And I hope all of you, like Imran is saying in the chat, I really hope all of you get a chance to share with your colleagues what you've worked for and how things were working on for everybody. Okay. We still have a bit of a few more minutes, and I would really like to use them with any of you that is having challenges or something. Okay, does everybody know we went through this earlier, but I'm more than happy to look at it again, where you're supposed to submit your project. Any other doubts there? Everybody has found their own feedback. That's what we had looked into before. Maybe we do a quick, let me see. We're gonna do a quick show of that. So we are all on the same page, but please raise your hands if anything. Okay, let's see. We will take Dr. Sambo. We will take your page that you have completed so far. Let's see. Okay, so just a quick review of this. If you're just joining now, hi Matilda. Please let me know if you're having any technical issues or any issues at all, so we can help you out now. Let's take advantage of this. Hi Rita. I'm sorry, I just saw you coming in now. Okay, so this is a good example, but remember, today is the deadline for day 6 in which this has to be completed. Your peer reviews have to be completed. Green mark, green round circle with the mark has to be there, which means that you have completed the 3 submissions that you received, okay? The deadline is today, you have to have it finished, okay? We have let you know that in day 11, this is where you will find in the pause and reflect, this is where you will find your own feedback, okay? So here is, well, Dr. Sambo is one of the lucky ones that got 3 feedbacks. This is where you will see each of them and you will be able to review your reviewers. So to give them feedback, like we were talking with Fernando earlier and Nicola, how you felt when you received it, if it was useful for you or not, or any other details that you would like to convey in a very polite way, obviously, and every time to your colleagues that gave you the feedback. I remember day before yesterday, I think, that somebody was saying that they got feedback from somebody that didn't, that was talking about a different project. Okay, that is your feedback for the reviewer. That, you know, you were saying things or calling out on items that were not part of my own project. Okay, so this is where you give feedback to them. On day 15, this is where you will submit your improved version. Okay, so I want to, here you will put open and you would upload. I want to say it again and repeat it again, that it's an improved case study. It's not the same. You cannot just change, you know, the color of the font or just add a comma or two. It has to be improved. How do you improve it? You bring in your project. Some of the feedback that your colleagues gave you, it's not mandatory that you incorporate everything. Some of the feedback might not be necessarily related to how your project was or where your project was heading, but you do need to improve it. If you got only one feedback, like with Fernando's case earlier, then that doesn't matter because you can still improve your project by bringing into it what you have learned while you were doing your 3 peer reviews. So all of you here, and we had asked it in the chat, have already confirmed that you have done your 3 peer reviews. So from what you've learned from doing those reviews and what you've learned from participating in the General Assemblies, from the group work, from all the peer support sessions and everything that you have learned in the past 2 weeks or that you have read about, everything comes together into the improvement of your final project. So, you know, you have this weekend, you have time. We're still going to be looking into the community for any call outs for help. Please do not go through the emails. That will take a lot longer for us to get. The community is where you can make a post, ask us a question, and the answer might actually help a colleague or two who are facing similar issues. So that's another reason why I would like you to do so there. I'm not seeing any more questions or any hands raised, but I want to pause for a second and give you time to ask to raise your hands, to write in the chat if you have any more doubts, if you know, or maybe comment on how you're feeling, if you think this will work for you to, or how you feel on your ability to finish the project during this weekend before the deadline on the 22nd. Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. Okay, there you go, Akhtar. Please go ahead.
Nothing from my side, Dr. Sam.
Okay, that's great. Somebody else? Okay, Dr. Alaida. Yes, Imran's suggestion to present on the template. Share to the project. Well, we will call the ones of you. I think, Imran, you're talking about the presentation of the project on our General Assembly on Tuesday. So some of you may have used the template to work on your project, and some of you may have not. And remember that that wasn't a mandatory thing. So we would give the rubric for like a journey map for a step-by-step explanation on how to work on it. But if you had decided to do a PowerPoint presentation and that's what worked with you and that's how you have submitted it, that was good as well. So we're not going to be sharing a template for the presentation. We're just going to be asking you to let us know how it went and how you presented it and how you decided was the best way to share with your colleagues for them to understand and to help you review and improve later on your own project. But yeah, thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Imran. We're coming to the end of our session. Any last remarks, Rita? Somebody else that wants to ask something? I don't want to leave any doubts, but remember that the link is in the community. I'm going to post it again for you to ask and to contact us during the weekend as well.
Can
Go
you hear
ahead.
me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Hi.
Yeah, I just wanted to to really recognize. So this is a much smaller group than the total number that are going through the exercise. So we really appreciate your leadership, whether you came because you had a problem, or yes, because you are doing fine, but you are here to really for peer learning, to support your colleagues and to receive support. So it's that spirit of solidarity. We keep track of who attends these, and we reserve some opportunities, in fact, for participants that we recognize your leadership because you attend these sessions. So it is actually not quite a privilege, but it is it is something special if you are here today at this stage of the exercise. It really shows you have what we call the spirit of the scholar. And I just want to acknowledge also the message from Mbia Mireille Kambunji, who says, "This course for me is amazing. I learn more and discover more. Thanks for sharing." So that's very often at the stage of peer review, that is when we see the most significant leaps in learning. And it is so different from, we can learn a lot from people who have formal expertise and who come and present information to us. So this is not opposed to it, but it's really the complement that can help you bridge the gap between the formal technical knowledge and actually getting things done and making a difference. So this is the first time actually that we are running this course entirely based on, grounded in your experience. So that's really that's really something to think about. Everything you are doing in this course, you saw there was a very short section, or a very short primer that you could read through, or you could also skip it. Some of you did. That does not prevent you from drawing on your experience to figure out what is a situation of inequity, what you can do about it, and what your role is within it, and then to think about the sort of broader considerations around equity. So that is the process you're going through. And the last thing, I realize I'm going to make this session run over time if I don't conclude now. And that is that, remember that with the revision, we know you're very busy and you are almost at the finish line. But I once won a race against a much stronger young man. This was a long time ago, because he let up as he was nearing the finish line. This was a 400-meter or 400-yard dash. as he was nearing the finish line. He was way in the front. He slowed down for a fraction of a second. And because he slowed down afterwards, he lost his momentum almost instantly and could not regain it. I had kept up a steady pace, and I was able to pass him and cross the finish line first, simply because I sustained the effort and maintained the effort right till I actually won the race. And it's I still remember this, even though it was many years ago, because it was so unlikely and no one could believe it. And it came down to that one moment. Now, this is not a race. This is about collaborating and supporting each other to do better for the people we work for. But nevertheless, I believe there is some hopefully some sense to this lesson for those of you who are listening. It was certainly a lesson for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rita. Definitely a lesson. Thank you for sharing. And we are on time. So I, want to encourage you again to not suffer in silence. It's going to be a busy weekend for all. So please just don't, contact us. Contact us in the community. We're here to help you. Some of your colleagues will see the message. They might have a tip or two on how to overcome whatever issue you're going through. Remember, I'm just going to say it one more time. If you do not get the 3 peer reviews you're expecting, that could happen. Do not let it slow you down. Like Rita was saying, still go and improve your project the best way you can, and you should be okay. And with that said, thank you so much for being here. I really did enjoy today. I'm wishing you a great end of the day and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you next week. And happy to contact you in the community as well if needed. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Maria. Thank you. Thank you, Maria.
Glad
Thank
to
you,
be here
Daniel.
always.
Thank you,
Thank
Charlotte.
you.
Thank
Have a
you,
great weekend, everyone.
everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.
Happy
Thank
weekend, Rita,
you. Thank you.
Maria, Francisca, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Charlotte.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Happy weekend to all of us.
Bye, everyone. Happy
I
weekend.
hope it's been
Bye.
pass a good week for two.
In the health industry.
Yes,
I
thank you.
want to know the access to buy.